Welcome back, friend, to another episode of the Grow Your Daycare podcast. I am your host, Christina Rizakos, and I am really happy that you are here, that you found our podcast. So, let me ask you a question. How long does social media really take to work for your childcare business? You're running a small in-home or a bigger center or a preschool, and you've been posting on social media, and you're now thinking to yourself, how long is this actually going to take? That's what we're going to talk about in this week's podcast episode. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Christina Rizakos. We have a brand new podcast episode every single week, sometimes twice, that focus on all things social media marketing and your childcare business. My goal is to help simplify marketing, to help you implement things faster so that you could get faster results, meaning more clicks, more engagement on your posts, and obviously more booked tours. Now, if you've ever felt like you're posting and nothing is really happening, this is going to be a good episode for you. So let's start a little bit I want to talk a little bit about social media and the truth behind the time, okay? So social media is always changing, okay? And we have the algorithm to think about. Everything is always changing, the content, the reels, the videos. And social media, one thing we really have to understand is that sometimes we think that we're just going to post one thing and everyone under the sun is going to see what we posted. But that's not true, okay? It's not instant. It's not like Amazon Prime, for example. So you post something today and you get it tomorrow. Definitely not like that. So real organic, when I say organic, I mean just without paying for ads. Real organic social media growth takes time. Think 60 to 90 days minimum to start seeing real traction. Traction meaning when you're logging into your insights and you're checking to see if you're getting new followers, if people are actually engaging with your posts, if they're clicking, right? If they're watching the videos that you're posting. That's what I mean when I say traction. And obviously clicking and sending you messages and, feeling as though the phone is ringing a little bit more. So that's because platforms like Facebook and Instagram are all about consistency and connection. So they reward businesses that show up regularly, that engage with their audience and provide value, not just salesy posts, okay? And this is so true. So if you're only posting every time you have an enrollment, or every time you just get an idea in your head, or every time someone is just just advise you that they're canceling their contract and you're in panic mode, that's not good enough. Okay, so consistency, value, connection, really important. Second thing is the mindset behind the content that works. Okay, so we have to shift the mindset. Social media isn't just about pretty pictures or trendy reels, but it's about building trust and visibility, okay? And every time you post, I want you to think to yourself before you click the upload button, does my content, so content meaning anything that you're posting, does my content help families see what makes my program special? Does it show who is behind the scenes, right? Is it just pictures of the kids, or is it actual videos of you teaching and doing things? Am I actually speaking to the concerns parents have, like, safety, routines, learning new things, or affordability? This is so important. I can't tell you how many times I'm doing an audit of a client's social media platform, and I just see that they're either never posting randomly, or even worse, just posting their flyer. Okay, so your mindset needs to shift from what should I post today to what does my ideal family need to see from me this week to feel confident enough to book a tour, right? That is so different. So some things you can start thinking about is thinking about what makes your program or your home daycare special, different, unique. Write those things down on a piece of paper and then create content around that. Example. Let's say you're running a Christian-based program that offers a second language. So let's say you're doing your English and then you're obviously adding something else like, Spanish. Let's say you offer a lot of extracurricular activities. So you have somebody come in to do science once a week, you have yoga classes, things like that. And let's say you are, your daycare, your program has a beautiful yard that's been just renovated with a lot of greenery, a lot of toys. There's gardening. There's all sorts of stuff that the kids can explore. So that's what you're going to post about when you are creating content. You're going to talk about your Christian-based values and why they're important and how you implement them in your programming. You're going to talk about all the extracurricular activities and how valuable it is and what the kids are actually learning. You're going to talk about your newly renovated yard and how you enjoy spending time outdoors and why that's important for kids, right? So these are all things that you can kind of take and tease out a few different angles and post about them regularly on social media, okay? Why consistency is everything. So I know you're probably busy, you're probably thinking consistency again, I don't have time to be posting, and I get it. But consistency is the number one factor in social media success. So think of it like you watering a plant, right? You wouldn't just plant a beautiful tree or a beautiful flower in your house, in your garden, and then just dump like a gallon of water and then expect it to bloom, right? It doesn't work that way. So I recommend at least 3 quality posts per week, 3 times. If you can do more, but if not, 3 times. So you can mix in things like content that encourages connection, so behind the scenes, staff stories, things like that. Credibility posts, so obviously sharing reviews, testimonials, virtual tours, success stories. And then obviously every post should have a clear call to action, meaning inviting parents to take the next step. Click below to send us a message, call us now to book a visit, send us an email, visit our website, things like that, okay? You have to get real good at getting creative, using Canva and things like that. But the key here is really to have a good mix that's repeated weekly. This can really grow your local reach over time, okay? And obviously adding in your local hashtags and geotags and things like that. And lastly, you want to understand how paid traffic can help you. Even if it's just $3 to $5 a day, this can actually accelerate your results and your reach and definitely your online visibility, okay? So organic content builds trust, but paid content builds reach. And this is just so important. I think a lot of providers don't understand the power of social media ads, paid traffic. So Facebook and Instagram, really just showing up where local families are hanging out, meaning social media, and then just investing $3 to $5 a day to get one of your pieces of content. So let's say you recorded a video or you wrote an amazing post, and just leveraging that. Again, $3 to $5 a day and sending that out to a local audience that you target is just so powerful. And I have seen this really boost enrollment in clients, getting more phone calls, more inquiries, things that, my clients never had before when they were just using random posts. When we added that paid traffic element to their marketing strategy, it really helped boost obviously in insights and reach, engagement, and it really helped them get more leads asking them for information, okay? So organic content is slow, but it does build over time. Paid traffic targets families already searching, and ads let you control who sees your message and when. And again, you can track. You can see what ad is working, which one isn't, and then you can kind of test different things and optimize that so that it's actually working for you and that your online presence is strong, okay? So what is the takeaway here, friend? Social media marketing isn't magic, but it is effective when you play the long game, you show up consistently, and you use paid traffic to have an amazing strategy that reaches more local families. If you need help building a content system that actually works, or maybe you want to outsource your marketing, the entire thing, so posts as well as ads, I'll put the links in the show notes. You can click on those and see what we do to help others that are running businesses. Thank you so much for listening to the Grow Your Daycare podcast. If this helped, hit follow, share it with another provider, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.